let's breathe together. Get yourself comfortable wherever that is. Maybe it's still in your bed, or maybe you're a sofa person, or maybe the floor, or your recliner kicked back, or sitting up straight in a chair. And cross your legs, and if you're in a chair, your feet flat on the floor, with your toes pointing forward, just check your feet and notice them. Do they roll in or do they roll out? Put your heel so that it supports your foot and your foot is straight. It doesn't go out to the left or cave in toward the right, but straight. And now breathe. Breathe in through both nostrils. Your nose has a wonderful mechanism of being able to filter and warm and humidify the air. And if you can at all, do the breath in through your nose. Pull the air in, and as you do, your belly rounds up. If you pull it down, place your hand on your belly and the other hand on your chest and pull the air in. And pull it down so your belly starts rounding up. Good. The diaphragm is moved down. That's why your belly's rounding up. And you're pulling the breath down deep. What we've learned is at the bottom of the lungs, there's about 1 liter of blood circulating. And up at the top, there's about 1/2 to a teacup of blood circulating. And our breath is a pump. And there's an exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide, which creates a healthy balance. And so when we bring the air down to the bottom of the lungs, we amplify the effect. Such good news, because we breathe all the time, and with just a little bit of a tweak, we amplify the effect of something we're already doing. So breathe in, pull it in through both nostrils, pull it down, let the belly round up, and then continue pulling it in, and feel as your body rounds across your back and your rib cage and up into your chest as it rounds across your back and your chest, and you round it up like a barrel. And then spill the air out on the exhale and let it go. Let it go out either through the nose or the mouth. You may find one works better for you than the other. And let it flow out, and your body gently lengthen and flatten as the air spills out, all the way to the bottom. And at the bottom, the belly button moves back toward the spine. Good. And that is your full body, complete breath. And that's your pattern. Pull the air in through both nostrils. Round up. Continue pulling and round up all the way to the collarbones like a barrel, and then spill the air out and gently lengthen and flatten all the way back to the bottom. On the next in-breath, pull the air in, and when you're rounded up like a barrel, take in 3 extra sniffs, and then let it go. And let it spill out all the way to the bottom, gently lengthening and flattening, and at the bottom, 3 puffs, letting go of the last bit of air. Continue that pattern. There's always a little bit of space left at the top, and there's always a little bit of air left at the bottom. So sniff at the top and puff at the bottom. And make the breath balanced and complete. really reset yourself when you do this. Life pushes on us, or anyway, it tries pretty hard. And we respond with our breath pattern. When there's lots of action or danger, whether that danger's in our thoughts or right in front of us, our breath pattern changes so that the inhale becomes emphasized and the breath moves up into the chest, and we're ready for action. We're ready for action with our arms and our legs, and we're ready to go. That can be useful, and we're designed to be able to do that. The question is, are we doing it in our thoughts? Yikes. And once we've done it, can we let it go and go back to that longer breath that amplifies the effects and pulls the oxygen down? And so we practice. And we practice resetting ourselves. And we can reset ourselves with the sniff and puff breath. Great thing to practice. A few more. Good. This morning, notice your feet again. And make sure they're straight, parallel to one another, not pointing out or in. So many bones and ligaments and muscles and tendons. Wow, what a feat of engineering. And they do so much work for us. As you breathe in, point your toes away from you and notice whether or not your feet tried to go out or point in. Keep them straight as you point your toes on the in-breath. And then on the exhale, pull your toes back and again notice, are your feet straight? And inhale and move them, pointing the toes as you inhale, and flexing the feet and pulling the toes back as you exhale. That full breath that causes the belly to round up. And noticing your feet and keeping them straight. Throughout life, we do lots of physical things, and we have little injuries and sometimes big injuries, and then we adapt and maybe we change the way we use our feet. So now we're aligning them, getting them back, keeping the foot straight as you inhale and point your toes, and exhale and pull your toes back and flex your feet. The next inhale, point your toes and notice your feet, and if they aren't straight, straighten them and keep the tension tight, and you may feel some discomfort. Hold this position and hold it with the breath, pulling the breath down, rounding up and letting it go. Maintaining the tension and the alignment of your feet as you breathe. Now, depending on how it's working for you, hold it for 3 to 5 long breaths. If the discomfort is too much, let it go and then do it again. And see if with several tries the tension and discomfort is less. Toes pointing straight, ankles straight, feet parallel. Notice them as you pull them back and pause. Pause the movement and continue the breath and line your feet up and then keep going. Good. Great exercise to do to begin the day. Great. Before you even get out of bed, give your feet a good morning movement and combine it with your breath. Good. And now let's breathe together. Relax the feet and pull the air in. Pull it in through both nostrils and pull it down. Round up as you fill all the way to the top. And then exhale and let it go. Let it go all the way out to the bottom. Count and notice your breath. Maybe try inhaling on a 4 count and exhaling on a 6 count. See how that feels. Maybe you want to lengthen or shorten because we're all different. And every day is different. Just try that, inhaling for 4 and exhaling for 6. And if it doesn't feel right, shorten it up. Inhale for 2 and exhale for 4. Or if you're an old pro, lengthen it. It's important to stay comfortable and not try too hard. That gets in the way. Good. Keep the breath flowing. Extending the exhale. This breath pattern is calming. It lowers blood pressure and relaxes circulation. Notice your mind right now and what you're thinking, and whatever it is, just let it go. It's fall now, and things fall. Let that thought fall away, whatever it is, and continue the breath. So one of the things that's so great about the breath is what a big effect you can create in such a short amount of time. There's been tons of research done, and it's all done in a pattern of 3 to 5 minutes. I always laugh and think that's because they couldn't get people to sit still any longer than that. What they measured was great effects in short amounts of time. So we breathe together for short amounts of time and we create big effects. And we can call on it during the day. Just have that moment where you're like, I think I need to do the sniff puff breath here and reset things. A great practice. good. Now for the last minute, let's breathe, and as we breathe, let's breathe right as though we could focus the breath right into our heart, which is the center that people think of where love comes, right at that heart center. So focus your breath and focus on your heart. And with each breath, expand the love in your heart. And keep making it bigger and bigger and bigger. As though it were a bubble of love. And so many people in the world, the people in Appalachia and the people who are suffering from the hurricane, we're not there to help. And our hearts go out to them. And so we fill a bubble with love. And we send that bubble of love to them. Continue breathing and sending bubbles of love. To all the people who need it. And may the long-time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Have a really great day.